Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey, Cancer as a Lifestyle. I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial weekend. It's always good to get an extra day off from work. Um, Not for me though, because I work in healthcare, so those rules don't apply to us. If you're scheduled to work, you got to come in, even though it's a Memorial weekend. I did work and finish two more homeless mats since I've delivered the other ones. This is starting my new stash in my trunk, because that's where I store them. This one is quite heavy because it's also very wide. I make them different colors. I mean, not different colors. I make them different lengths and widths, because people are different, and some people are larger than others and longer and shorter. So this is just one, and they're all get tied, where then they're attached, so you can roll them out. Here's one. This is a pretty heavy one because it's like it's quite wide and it's long. Then I did a smaller one, not as wide, but it's almost the same style and all. I mean, color and everything. So there's two more that are going into the trunk. And then I also worked on some Scrubbies for my son. This is a yarn bee. I forget what I didn't leave the actual tag, so I'm not sure what color this is, but this is the yarn bee Scrubby. Now I didn't even finish, look, I didn't even tuck these in yet. I haven't done anything, but I made 4 of them. What I do is, what I love to do is I just kind of make a long rectangle, then I fold it over, and then I sew them on around the corners so it's thicker. It has more of a, and I like them in the square. I have not made any in a circle yet. I mean, I will try them. These are so cute, aren't they? So I made a whole bunch for my son, for his place. I got a boo-boo. Did you guys ever cut mine like a paper cut, and it hurt so much, and it like bled so much, and I'm like wounded from this paper cut. It's like this little wound, and it's like it hurts so much. I might as well have just like really cut myself in huge gauge. Then another thing I was working on my pantry, and I ended up finishing it. I organized it, cleaned it out, vacuum swept, did all of that stuff. You guys remember I have my what I call Harry Potter under the stairs closet that we turned into a pantry. So it came out, it's all nice and clean now, and organized things in there so we can also sit in there for our storm shelter when we get tornado watches. So we had to get a bigger carrier for our Isabella, because she's quite a large, her breed is quite a large cat. So I think the average, they go from 9 to 16 pounds. That's like a nice size, I mean healthy size for them. So they can get even bigger if they're fat. So we had to get a bigger cage. So then with that, I had to kind of make her, you know how I made their scrappy pads for inside their carriers, not cage, I didn't get her a cage, but a carrier. So I had to add on like a couple rows around of my scrappy yarn. See, it's just scrappy. I just do scrappy little pads that I put in there, but it's nice and thick. And again, I make a long rectangle, and then I would fold them over so it gets really nice and thick. And then I also do 2-ply on them, so it doesn't move around inside the carrier, because if you notice, if you put a towel or you put a blanket, you put a throw or whatever, and it moves around because it's slinky, right? It's the plastic of the carrier. So this way it just sits in place, when I put it in. So it's nothing fancy. It's just a scrappy pad to put in there, and they love it. This is hers. They all got their own. They got their own carriers and all. And then I ended up, this is so weird, you're going to think I'm weird, but I ended up making some, okay, you're going to think I'm weird, alright? These are some chair pads, or what do you call those? Cushions, chair cushions. So we have like two wooden chairs in our at our table, our kitchen table. We have a table for, with just the two of us. So, but the chairs are wooden. So, it's like I don't like in the summer I wear a lot of dresses or skirts or and I've noticed that like when you sit on certain things, it like your legs get stuck to the chair, or like this is why I don't like leather couches, because it's not comfortable. You get kind of like you gotta peel yourself off them when you get up. So I thought, I'm going to make some cushions with attachments. But what I ended up doing is I did the strings all the way around. See, so I'm going to attach it to the back and also to under the leg, because I don't want it to be moving around. I want it to be secure. And this is a chunky yarn. I don't even know what it is. It's just some chunky yarn that I've got. So I made one in green, and I know it looks kind of poofy, but only because you know what, you guys are once you sit down, you kind of flatten it out, and I stuffed it with yarn. I really stuffed it with plum, and it's nice. You can hear it crinkle, but whatever. That's one of them. Then I made another one because of course there's two chairs, and the other one I made in brown, and then I had a little bit of the green left. So that's going to be the underbelly, and that's going to be the top. So it's going to be one in green and one in this brown. I don't know what color brown is this. And again, they all have 4. Look at that. But I'm going to hide that green. And yeah, and I stuffed it with yarn. So yeah, I can't wait to put these on because I think it'll be nice and comfy. Because I thought it's just for the kitchen. If I can like make it myself, why don't I just try making it myself instead of going and my mom did give us a cushion for and I just had one cushion, but what I didn't like about them is that they have attachments. See, like the cats tore this off, and they look what they did to it. I had one, but they only have like attachments on one end, and then it keeps moving around, and the girls are jumping on the chair and knocking it off, and so I'm hoping to secure it, and I think it's gonna look cute, so I'm really excited. And my kitchen is kind of like that. My tablecloth and all has greens and browns and like autumn colors. So anyway, if I can make it, I'm going to try to make it myself. It doesn't go into my dining room or anything fancy. So that's about all that I did right now. I'm going to go back to working on my loveys now, which is I'm just going to give you one big finale end, because that is also my challenge with Terry, that I have to make loveys. So I'm going to donate those to, those are going to go to a care center here in town. They just opened up a nice, they bought a home, a residential home, and opened it up for young teenage moms. So I think I'm thinking of making baby blankets maybe with that, and maybe some baby hats, because that's just so fun to do. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We're going to be going to strawberry picking. I've never been to before, so I'm really excited. Maybe I can take some video of it. I've just never been before, and I'm really excited about it. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.